Shy? And I always wonder this about you, especially you, Torrie Wilson. Were you guys ever shy in front of a live crowd doing some of the things, like some of the bra and panties matches you guys have done? You know,
Always.
yeah.
I was always.
But you couldn't
always.
tell by looking at your face, though. Like,
I could tell. And especially now, my parents, everyone that knows me, I grew up in a very 2,000 people in my town where I grew up, and everyone that knows me knows how shy I was growing up.
Right.
And they had watched me, prancing around these bikinis going, it's not you. I cannot believe
right.
that's you. And, I sometimes, I'll go on YouTube. My boyfriend likes to show me things that I've done in the past.
Right.
And,
things you'd like to forget.
Yes. And, I'd be prancing around in a little thong.
Right.
And I'm so mortified looking back because, first of all, there are children in the audience. And I'm like, shaking my ass in front of them.
Right.
And, just looking back, I'm kind of, ashamed at some of that stuff I did. But, yeah, of course, always.
Well, you used to have this move called the facial, How did that come about? Who came up with that idea? Because I know it was as a play off Rikishi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I thought of that, I was bringing my dog Chloe to the ring.
Right.
And I wanted her to have her own finishing move. And so her finishing move was to rub her butt in their face. And so then I started thinking, I should have a move to match her move. So that's when I thought of the butt thing, and actually Kenny Dykstra told me I should sex it up and pull my shorts up my butt, and so of course, perverted guy. He helped me out.
Of course, Torrie followed.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Sounds great.
He was just trying to help.
Right.
That's really cool. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
No, it's true.
Okay, well, Dawn,
But I don't really think you were ever shy, were you?
Yeah.
No. A lot of people know this and a lot of people don't, but I actually bought my first house and put myself through school. And in New Jersey, we have go-go bars. They're not strip joints. They're like bikini bars. And I worked in a bikini bar for probably about 8 years prior to getting into the wrestling industry because I started my wrestling career very late in life. And so I, no, I wasn't. I mean, Torrie puts it in perspective, and now I gotta say, I felt bad. There were kids in the audience.
Yeah, because you guys actually kissed on camera.
Yeah, we did. We were very drunk.
Okay.
They got us very drunk. I was down in the bottle. Oh gosh. How do I do this?
How does something like that happen? Like, does the writer come to you and say, "Hey guys, would you guys mind kissing on
That was
camera?"
Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie. Okay.
Yeah, it was her. She put the whole thing together.
Right.
We actually shot it, and the way that she had us do it was a little too, I guess, sexual.
Yeah.
Soft porn.
So we had to go. Came back to the arena, and then we had to go all the way back to the hotel and reshoot it. A little more PG rated, I guess.
Right.
And even that one got pulled. We were going to air that on TV and that Friday night for our pay-per-view coming up, and UPN pulled it, and they said absolutely not because they thought they can get away with putting it towards the second hour of the show.
Hour, the late hour.
But they said no, and so what they did was they saved it for the pay-per-view to unleash the actual footage.
Okay.
And it was quite interesting.
Now, with you guys doing all this crazy sexual stuff, or just crazy stuff in general, have you guys ever been approached by a crazy fan, who are thinking, okay, this is the Torrie Wilson I see on TV, I can approach her the same way, or this is a Dawn Marie I see on TV,
Definitely.
Yeah.
For me, more of that comes from being in Playboy.
Yeah.
I
We're in Playboy twice.
Yes, and a lot of guys feel like,
they can just say what.
Yeah, I loved your work in Playboy, and not only that, it usually goes further, and I just feel like that's kind of tacky, and just because I was in a magazine, that doesn't mean I'm asking for you to. And it really annoys me when people open the magazine and ask me to sign a naked picture in front of kids.
Okay, yeah.
I'll tell them off real quick.
Well, was there one point in your life where you were like, no, I would never do Playboy?
There was, actually.
Because I remember that I think they asked you this back in WCW, and you just shot it down.
I did. Well, like I said, I really was a very shy girl, and I was a real goody two-shoe.
Right.
And the thought of, of course, that's why I never say never anymore.
Okay.
The wrestling business changes people.
Right.
Yes.
It's not that it changes them good or bad. It's just that I think what happens is we're in this environment 275 days a year, and you're like in this cell in a sense. And I don't mean a cell like jail cell. I mean like just this closed area 275 days a year with the same people 275 days a year, and you start thinking as a wrestler.
Right.
And because you do it so often, you kind of lose touch with what's real and what's not, and the effects it has on the universe of what you do. Because you don't have to deal with the universe. You only deal within yourself.
Right.
Kind of like being a rock star.
Yeah.
Right.
Sort of
Yeah,
like being a